Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your spirit message reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading and clear the energy space, once again, a reminder not to be scammed by anybody in the comment box pretending to be me offering you a reading. This person is not me. They are a scammer. Do not be scammed. I will not be soliciting you for anything. With that said, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Taurus. Message from Spirit for 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 Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And let's look at your chakra energy for this time. Taurus. Spirit message for Taurus. Taurus. Spirit message for Taurus. Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, awesome. There we go. Excuse me. So we're starting off with life purpose, which just jumped out loud and proud. This is the throat chakra. And then we have divine wisdom, which is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above the crown. So we're going to see how the chakra energy correlates with what the tarot is saying. So we have here the 6 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, the Tower, and the 8 of Wands, the Sun, oh that's beautiful, and Justice, and then we have here the 6 of Pentacles, and Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. Justice, of course, is Libra energy. Libra energy is a time frame of September 23rd to October 22nd, and Temperance energy is a time frame of November 22nd to December 21st. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say. So we're starting off with life purpose, and what we can see here is a very powerful shift in the way that you're looking at things. Excuse me. And you can see during this time that there's something rooted in the past that starts to come up and is having you have a shift in the way that you're moving forward. So when we look at life purpose, people usually think that life purpose has to be something grandiose. And one of the real things that Spirit wants me to reiterate to everyone is that life purpose can be very calm, it can be very gentle, it can be kind, and it can be quiet. But it is always going to be magnificent. It might not be magnificent in the way that everybody says it's supposed to be, though. Not the movie star, CEO of a company, rock star type of way. It can be quiet and gentle and still profound. And so the life purpose here, when we visualize our throat chakra, it's speaking our purpose. It's saying, but this is me. It's not saying this way of categorizing me is me. It's saying, this is me. This is who I am. This is what makes me feel good on the inside, what gives me joy and happiness, as long as it comes from a place of love and compassion and kindness. That becomes the extraordinary. And so here with our life purpose, there's a shift that's going on, but there's an ascension that's being empowered. And as we ascend towards this purpose, we have divine wisdom coming in. And this is the soul star chakra, again, located 6 inches above the crown, that rains down on us, that gives us a sense of there's more out there than I realized, a deeper sense of wisdom, a deeper sense of understanding and looking at our truth, at what we desire, at where it is that we want to be, and knowing, just having an innate knowing that there is more guiding us forward than what we realize. And there's going to be a real sense of divine guidance during this time. And Spirit's saying, I'm right here with you. So listen and let me embrace you with this wisdom, with this understanding, because the roots run deep. Now, with the 6 of Cups, okay? The 6 of Cups is a tricky card because it has a lot of past hurts, past pains, past disappointments coming forward. And a lot of times we bring our past into our present, which is logical. That's how we learn as human beings. But it's not always fair. It just isn't. It isn't fair to us. It isn't fair to the person that we're dealing with. And there is a sense here of looking at our rooted self, of looking at every single thing that has made us up. Every single hurt, every single pain, every single disappointment, every single joy, every single laugh, every single blissful moment. And saying, okay, I see you. And I own you. But I'm not controlled by you. It's like not being fooled by people who make us think of other people and like, oh, that person was really nice, so I'll be okay. So it's looking at our roots and our desires. It's looking at what has formed us and saying, I need to stay evergreen. I need to stay ever true to myself. And I can't let the muck and the mire of the past destroy my present. And it brings us to the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups is saying here, yes, nostalgia comes in. Yes, like a wish for a better time, or a wish that past pains and past disappointments don't repeat themselves. The 9 of Cups is showing us that a blessing comes forward. We don't see it. So here, Taurus, during this time, there's a lot of changes that come forward that can absolutely get you in the middle of it. And there's a lot of changes that you've been in, okay, that have happened to you, that have you in the middle of it. And it's like, I'm still living that. And so here, when we see this change coming forward, when we see this blessing starting to come with the 9 of Cups, it's looking out and almost feeling like I have to guard what is mine, right? I have to, watch out, be diligent. But if we're so busy guarding what we already have, we don't get to accumulate more. It's not buying more things. It's a sense of there's more out there than I realize. There are more opportunities than I've seen before. And I get to be a part of that. I don't get to cloister myself off in this world. And people start to see your blessings way more easily than you yourself see them. So when we're embracing the Nine of Cups, there is a sense here of saying, this is my truth, this is my power, this is my beauty. I get to have this and not feel guilty because of it, not feel angry at ourselves because of it. And there's a sense, and I know it sounds funny for Spirit to say, I would feel angry at myself. But there's a sense here of thinking, almost thinking like, I can't have it, it's too nice. Or I'm not worthy of it, I can't move forward. And it's because of what you're crowned with here. So we start off with the Tower. We start off with change that pushed you so far out of your comfort zone, you were left kind of like, slack-jawed, looking at where you stand, where life has taken you. The Tower is divinity saying, ready or not, here it comes. Here comes the change. And what's so interesting is that you have the Tower and you have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is my minor arcana Tower card. It's that change that you cannot stop. And so with the Tower, it tumbles. It tumbles things in order to rebuild. It tumbles in order to see anew. And so here, when we're looking at things that have fallen apart, when we look at doubts and we look at fears and we look at disappointments and we say, but I lost it all. This isn't a figure of speech with the Tower card. It's like, we lost it all. And it's sitting there and saying, what did I do to deserve this? How badly did I mess up to have this be my life? And what we have to understand is that when we go through Tower times, it doesn't have to do with us personally. It has to do with us spiritually. A lesson to be learned, something to be understood. It's a walking through hell. And there are differing degrees of that hell, of course. But it's a pain, and it's a sorrow, and it's a heartbreak, and it's a disappointment, and it's an anger, and it's an upset, and it's an upheaval, and it's a, oh my gosh. And it's the Kipling poem, watching everything you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build it up with worn out tools. It could be 16 years of this. That's not unheard of. Here with the Tower, there is a need to look at how you have been pushed out of your comfort zone. Look at how the world has developed around you, how you have developed within the world. And there's a change that is coming because there is a deeper place to be seen, a different understanding to be grasped. And it leads to the Eight of Wands. It leads to this change moving us forward once again. It leads us to a ready or not, here it comes. Not as dramatic, not as tragic, not as overwhelming as the Tower. And I laugh because the tragic, divinity just said, it would be tragic if you didn't change, if you didn't hear the call of the Tower. And that's one way of looking at it. But when you're living through it, it's so much more. It is so much more overwhelming. It is so much more intense than you ever wanted it to be. This is change coming in. This is change guiding us forward. This is us looking at things and saying, I didn't know. And it's also being swept up in something. It's swept up in something when you thought, you know what, I've been through enough. I don't want to go through anymore. I don't want to take this anymore. I don't need to deal with this. And so here, with this energy coming forward, you find yourself swept forward. And you're like, but this is it, right? It's the one defining moment that illuminates all the others. And it moves us to the sun. It moves us to the happiest card in the whole entire deck. It moves us to a sense of joy and happiness and understanding and prosperity and bounty and achievement and success and determination. But the sun also has people taking us by eyes and saying, well, if you can have it, why can't I? If you can do this, I absolutely can. If you're so happy, I can, kind of punch you down so that I can have that happiness. So when the sun comes in and we're embracing our joy and we're, moving after our celebration of self, people will come in and try to knock us down. So that's always a warning with the sun, because it's always a sense of, do I really belong? Am I moving forward the right way? And because we start off with an insecurity and we have us crowned right here with change coming in, which always jostles. Like, even if you're the best person with change, it can always it always kind of knocks you just a little bit off your game. So here, the change comes in, the doubt comes in, we're not seeing the blessings that we have, and then all of a sudden the light shines. All of a sudden, there's an illumination, and there's justice. And justice for me always gave me pause, because I was like, okay, justice, the letter of the law, things becoming just and fair. And I have this thing with justice. I like things to be fair. You know, things have to be fair. It's very important. Unfortunately, for everybody, it doesn't seem to be as important. But here, it isn't saying that everything has to be just. Everything has to be divided exactly evenly all the time. What it's saying here is be discerning. Be discerning about the energy you let into your life. Be discerning about the choices that are made during this time. Be discerning about how you want to move forward, of where you're moving to, of what it is that you desire, because this light is shining on you. And if you let the wrong people in, they'll put it out. They'll put it out and then make you believe like you didn't have a right to it. There is a sense here of needing to be more firm within the self, of saying, you know what, I like these type of people around me, I don't like these type of people. Their energy drains me, I don't feel happy. That's fine. That's fine. It's time to listen to our gut instincts. And what we're seeing here is a need to be just to ourselves. Not a need to say, oh, but you know what, I can just push a little bit harder, I can just do a little bit more, and then everything will be okay. You know, everybody will be happy. No, they won't. They'll add more to your plate and say, well, now do this. Well, now do that. So when we're embracing justice here, it's like, be just to yourself. It's not being lazy. It's not being overly indulgent. It's saying, be just. Make sure you take care of yourself, because there is that light that shines in that needs to be seen, that needs to be expressed, that needs to illuminate your existence. And it's going to, again, be really funny, because people see the blessings coming and they'll also see the light shining, and they will be gobstopped that you do not see it. With the Seven of Pentacles, patience. And I know. Oh, no, 6. Yes. The 6 of Pentacles is a need for patience, to watch what is grown, to watch what is understood, to say, But it's also my minor arcana justice card. So it's having patience, it's gaining that understanding, and it's saying, I need to be more discerning. I need to be more discerning to balance the scales, to move things forward, to say, this is my time, this is my truth, this is who I am. And there is a sense here of, again, those scales being so easily put out of balance. And this is at the root right here. So at the root and at the crown. At the crown, there is this tremendous change coming in. And it sideswipes you at times. That's why the divine wisdom is so important, and the life purpose is so important. So to divinely be guided within your life purpose, it has had you walk through hell. But it has left you to this place where once things were completely out of balance, there might have been the illusion that things were better off than they are now, you know, or there might have been a sense of, oh, well, it could have all worked out. But what you're seeing here is having to put things in balance and say, this is who I am. This is what I want. This is my definition of happiness. This is my definition of bounty. This is what I desire. And it brings the balance forward. And the temperance is balance. And that's so cool, because you have justice and the 6 of Pentacles, things needing to be in balance. And then we end right here with temperance, things being in balance, harmonizing. A sense of the fire being a part of you and gaining that greater understanding. It's like, this is what it's for. And so what was once in complete disarray and completely out of tune, it starts to get that rhythm. It starts to get that feel of a beautiful, exquisite dance. And you're like, oh, that's what I was missing from my life, the beauty. Oh, that's what I get an understanding of, my truth, my power. Now your subconscious chakra message is play, the heart chakra, and that makes perfect sense. There needs to be time for play during this time. There needs to be time to let in your joy, just to laugh and to have fun and to be doing things that bring you joy. It doesn't have to be so serious all the time. And you will find that things move more smoothly if you embrace this joy, this happiness, this love. And it brings us to the subconscious tarot message, which is the 9 of Pentacles. the hard work pays off. The prosperity comes forward. Yes, there will be more hard work to come, but it's like you get your footing and you see clearly. You see the terrain ahead. If only for a second, that's fine. But it's like, oh, that's it, isn't it? That's the way forward. That's the power that's a part of me. The repeat of the number 9 shows that you're very close to a completion of a cycle. The repeat of the number 6 shows that you're loved and nourished during this time. And if you're saying, oh, Dane, that's so silly, if you can't think of anybody right off the top of your head, then it is most definitely, even if you can think of somebody right off the top of your head, it is most definitely your angels and your spirit guides saying, I'm here with you. And you don't always see it. And they're a bit frustrated with that. They're a bit frustrated with you. So just know that the message from spirit is like, I'm here with you more often than you realize. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we get our footing, as we secure our roots. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus.